This is Android Basics, in which we bring you up to date on the things that you should know to use your Android phone.
And now we're going to move on to talk about some hardware. And we'll first, I think, talk about the Samsung S23 Fan Edition, and we'll pass over to Sally. What do you have to say about this then, Sally? It's making a reappearance after a year off, is it?
Yeah, it's after a year off, and the thing is, I have this S21 FE, so probably I will be getting the S23 FE. But one thing holds me back is it doesn't support the eSIM protocol, and I wish it could, but unfortunately it doesn't have. So probably I will be hesitating to get, should I get it or not. But what is good about this phone is it's getting with glass back, because S21 FE had a plastic back, and it's an improvement, of course. Another thing I should say, if you want to get this device, it will be released on October 26th, and it will be shipped with Android 13, and it will be giving you 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security patches. I wish it would come with Android 14, so they will be released a little later, but unfortunately it comes with 13. So we are missing out just with like narrowly, you know what I mean?
That's a bit silly given how close they are with UI 6 and everything else. That it shouldn't come with 13, should it?
Yeah, they were just too quick to release the phone, and normally they released S21 FE on January. I think that was a great time if you want to release this phone for January, but they did it in October.
No, but they've got UI 6, Android 14's out. I mean, even if they do release it on October 26th, like they need to give October 14 as like upgrade 0. So it needs to be past Android 14. I think that's a bit silly, because it really is 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah, so they makes it 3 updates.
I think it's 3. Yeah, you can't. I think if 14 is out and you have betas on your other devices,
I think
but look at releasing a phone on the previous operating system, claiming you're giving 4 years of updates is not right.
That's what I've always said, that the Samsung updates, the 4-year updates, when you look at it technically, it's the same with where the Google updates are. But frankly, the S23 FE, though, I think, in my never to be humble opinion, sits right between the regular Samsung S23 and the S23 Plus. Somewhere
absolutely.
in there. Because and price-wise, I'm not sure. That thing is $700, isn't it? $699.
Yeah.
And the regular Samsung S23 or the S Plus, sometimes it would go on sale, right around that price. So it's kind of a tough deal to, buy it, and most especially if it's coming on Snapdragon Gen 1, as to the other ones are better processors. So if I were in somebody's shoe, for example, I will get the regular one on sale.
Does it support memory card? Because I know the S20 FE did.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It just gives you 256 gigs, and I think it's enough, though.
Yeah, that's quite a respectable amount, actually.
So how does it differ from its S23 counterpart?
The SD card. I don't know why they took out the SD card, though.
No.
Doesn't the FE21?
No, FE21 also doesn't have SD card.
Oh, it doesn't?
It's ended with F20.
Well, I'll be. Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it differ from its S23 mainline siblings? Where are its compromises?
Like I said, it's running an older processor as to what the regular S23 series has. And so that's where some of the compromises are.
Okay, there's the thing about the processor. If you're in the US, it comes with a Snapdragon 8 Gen +1. And if you're living in the other areas of the world, it's giving you Exynos 2200.
And what does the S23 have, like the regular S23, in terms of Exynos?
Yeah.
Yeah, the S23 in all regions have the
Yeah, it comes
Snapdragon,
with a Snap.
and the
The
latest.
one that I have is 21 FE is Exynos 2100, and I can tell is that comparing to the Smart Dragon one, it's giving you a little bit overheat, especially during your charging period. So,
But the
um,
S23 in Europe doesn't come with Snapdragon, does it? It comes with Exynos, no?
no, it comes with a Smart
No,
Dragon though.
they all come with
Yeah,
SND.
yeah,
That's what I said. All
yeah, yeah, yeah.
of the
Yeah.
All comes
S23
with
series,
SMD. Yeah,
regardless of where you
Okay.
live,
yeah,
this
yeah.
year is Snapdragon.
Ah,
But the fan edition, the FE that we're talking
Yeah,
about, for
it
some
does come
reason,
with the
the
Exynos.
US is Snapdragon, and
Yeah.
Samsung
So
gives
it,
Exynos somewhere else.
it was the same for S20 FE, 21 FE, and now 23 FE. Like I'm in Turkey, so if I want to get the Smart Dragon version, I cannot do that. It's just silly though.
Yeah. Like the S20, S21, S22 in the UK, they haven't come with Snapdragon, they come with Exynos. So it's why I didn't buy them. It's interesting
Yeah.
that the S23 does.
So this is one another thing that holds me back not buying this phone. Maybe wait for S24, but let's see. Maybe I
Yeah.
will come up with like following you getting a Xiaomi. Who knows, Ed?
Yeah,
Maybe.
the cat, it has that
I
cat.
think I just realized
cat.
that maybe they did not skip the S22 FE. Maybe this is. They just renamed it because it's
Yeah.
only going to get 4 years of updates from basically next month. It'll be down to 3,
Yeah,
and
don't
then
say
it has.
four. It's just
Yeah,
three.
so
It has
that's
your
what I
last
mean.
year's
Technically.
processor.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If this came out last year,
It's the
you would
S22
still get the
FE.
same amount of updates, and you would have gotten
Yeah.
last year's processor in it as well. So
It
maybe
is.
they just delayed it and renamed it.
They done right.
Exactly.
It's the S22 FE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
It is.
So nothing to say.
Because you can't release the phone in 2022 in 23, I mean, and call it
Yeah.
22.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, but they
That's
did
right.
last year. They did. Or was it? When did we have the FE21? Was it not last year, or was it?
It's in January 22.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a good time though, because like in that was like it shipped with Android 12, and it was the time that 12 was released, and that
Yeah, but
it was, yeah.
You notice though that the F20 FE
Yeah.
was released in the summer. I think it was June or July. Yeah, so that was appropriate. The mothership was released in January, and in the summer we had the fan edition, and Samsung
Yeah.
did not keep to that schedule, and that's why we're having these, yesterday's wine coming out of nowhere.
You know what the funny thing was? S21 FE was released in January, and only 2 months later they released S22.
Exactly. Stupid, if you ask
And
me.
just 1 month later, they released the A series, 32, 33, and
No.
53 and 73.
I mean, they've always almost cannibalized their own line, haven't they? They've always
Yeah.
wanted to do that and have different.
I think
variants of
the
price.
who is in charge of this smartphone business, I said, let's release this one. I just want this way. Okay.
Yeah, and they have different series. They have different narratives for those series. I mean, they're not like most smartphone manufacturers don't do that. They have 1 or 2 lines, don't they? But Samsung deliberately don't, and they've
Right,
always
looking at this, the S series, M, A, F, M, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But it's what Samsung do, and for whatever reason.